Hello, friends. Today I am going to tell you the story of a brave warrior queen who stood against the British and fought for her land. Her courage is still remembered, and she remains a strong symbol of Indian nationalism. This is the story of the brave Queen of Jhansi, Rani Lakshmibai. Be part of our story family. Hit subscribe today. Lakshmibai was born as Manikarnika Tambe, or Manu, in 1828 in the holy city of Varanasi. Orphaned at a young age, she was raised by her father, Moropant Tambe. Unlike most girls of her time, Manu grew up with remarkable freedom. While other children learned embroidery and household work, Manu practiced sword fighting, horse riding, and archery with the boys of the court. She was fearless, curious, and sharp-minded, often challenging traditions that tried to confine her. Her close friendship with Nana Sahib, the adopted son of the Peshwa, made her childhood even more adventurous. Together they explored the palace grounds, rode horses by the river, and sparred with wooden swords, dreaming of heroic futures. This unusual childhood laid the foundation for the warrior queen she would become. When Manu was just 14, she got married to the king of Jhansi, Raja Gangadhar Rao. From then on, she was known as Lakshmibai, the Queen of Jhansi. Even though she now lived in a big royal palace, she did not forget her love for horse riding and sword fighting. She stayed strong and brave. But soon, sadness came. First, her husband, the king, died. Then, their little baby also passed away. To keep hope alive, Lakshmibai adopted a small boy named Damodar Rao and loved him as her own son. However, the British rulers said this adoption was not valid. They wanted to take away Jhansi and make it theirs. Lakshmibai stood tall and declared, "I will not give up my Jhansi." That moment marked the start of her fight for freedom. By 1857, many people in India were unhappy with British rule. Soldiers, farmers, and even kings and nobles wanted to fight back. Jhansi also became a strong place of resistance. When the first big rebellion started in Meerut and spread quickly, Lakshmibai was ready. She called her people together, built an army, and stood as both their queen and their commander. The British thought she would give up, but she surprised them. She trained her men and women to fight with swords, guns, and cannons. The strong walls and secret passages of Jhansi Fort became the center of their defense. Her courage gave hope to thousands. People no longer saw her as only their queen. They saw her as a true face of India's fight for freedom. In 1858, the British came to Jhansi with a huge army. For many days, they fired cannons at the strong walls of the fort. But Lakshmibai did not give up. She rode her horse across the fort walls, wearing armor, and gave her soldiers courage with her words. Seeing their queen fight beside them filled the people with hope. Even the British were amazed at her bravery. But the fight was very hard. After many days, the walls of Jhansi broke. Lakshmibai did not surrender. With her little son tied safely on her back, she rode her horse, cut through the enemy, and escaped to join other fighters. Her escape became a legend, showing her as one of the bravest leaders in history. After leaving Jhansi, Lakshmibai went to Gwalior. There, she joined Tantia Tope and other freedom fighters. Together, they captured the Gwalior fort, which scared the British. But the British soon attacked again. On June 18, 1858, Lakshmibai rode into battle one last time. She dressed like a soldier, sword in hand, and fought with great courage. People who saw her said she looked like a blazing flame, charging again and again without fear. In that battle, she was wounded and fell. But even in death, she did not let the British have their way. Her loyal followers quickly cremated her, so her spirit of freedom could never be captured. Rani Lakshmibai's fight ended, but her legacy was immortal. She became the symbol of courage, resistance, and sacrifice. Generations of Indians drew strength from her story, a reminder that freedom demands both passion and sacrifice. Even today, she is remembered not as a queen who lost her kingdom, but as a warrior who lit the torch of independence. Join our story family. Hit subscribe so you never miss a tale of heroes and heart.